All right, dude. Got the Tea and Donuts podcast.
Yeah, except we don't. Well, there's some kind of fucking donuts in there if we wanted to eat some right now.
I'm just not feeling donuts right now.
I'm not hungry at all.
No.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We had the best thing ever, Quick Trip. Quick Trip's been good as fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's a local gas station. It's the best gas station I've ever been to.
It is the best gas station. We were just talking about how good it is to have a gas station.
Yeah.
Like,
we were just saying, I was just saying earlier, because, when we were living in Ohio, we kind of had our gas station. We really didn't, though. They didn't, never nothing.
It was just the closest gas station to us.
It was real close. That's what was so nice about it.
Yeah, and it was fucking bummy. They didn't have Arizonas ever. And we go for Arizonas, because we're not like... We haven't really been drinking a lot of soda.
Yeah, I don't drink much pop. I'll get it from the fountain. I get it from the fountain now, because it's $1.60 to get a fucking gallon there. I found that out today.
At Quick Trip.
At the Quick Trip. I've been getting the extra large cups, which are big fucking cups, but I found out today that if I just want to take one of my fucking my gallons of tea and take it there and fill it up, it's only 10 cents more than the biggest cup they got.
Yeah.
Which is only $1.60. So why not?
Yeah, and refills are only like 50 cents?
Well, not if I'm getting the gallon.
For me, if I have the the extra large.
Yeah.
The extra, I got the extra large, and it's fucking, dude, it's so good. Oh my god, and they got wieners. They have wieners there, dude. Their fucking hot dogs are so goddamn good.
Well, every gas station has that, but
these theirs are actually good.
Yeah, they have to restock them.
They're fresh.
They had a cleaner guy in a uniform cleaning their fucking pop machines, which was cool that they were taking such good care, but it was annoying as fuck because we went home to grab my jug and went back there to fill it up, and as soon as we got there, he was doing it. It took him forever, too. We were there for so long because of it.
Yeah, we were literally there for so fucking long, just standing there while our fucking, our hot dogs were getting cold.
It's for the best, honestly. If other gas stations did that, they would be nice, too.
It was fucking super worth the wait.
But the hot dog stand they got there, it's a big-ass hot dog stand. 2 sides, or 3 sides, technically, because they got that end cap grill roller. They have egg rolls, taquitos, hot dogs, buffalo chicken rollers, everything you'd expect, but they have fucking bratwurst there. I got one once. It was good.
Yeah, dude. I usually just get their regular hot dogs. They're all beef. And those are fucking good as shit.
I got a fucking buffalo chicken roller and a hot dog bun, like a chicken sandwich. And it was good.
Oh, yeah, you did that. He got a fucking chicken buffalo roller. You put it between a hot dog bun.
Just put some Chipotle's.
You good?
I got fucking barely thinking of it, too.
But, the buffalo chicken rollers, they're always good. Usually 7-Eleven's pretty good, but these were way fucking better.
7-Elevens are good, but oh my god, I never get them. They make me so fucking nervous.
Yeah.
I'd never get them.
My buddy always gets them.
He's a fucking animal, though.
Fucking
I know you know we're talking about you. You're a fucking animal.
You fucking animal. You'll be like, oh, these chicken rollers been sitting for 8 hours. I'll bag me 3 of them.
Like, dude, that shit's so bad for 3 days straight.
Yeah. Literally, with your fucking grandma, we'd get McDonald's and she'd be like, "Give me a fish fillet." We're like, "All right." We get her a fucking fish fillet and she gets sick. She's like, "Oh, I'm sick." We're like, "Yeah, it's the fish fillet." She's like, "No, it's not." And then the next time we go into we're like, "Hey, we're getting McDonald's."
And she'd ask for the fish fillet. Don't get the fucking fish fillet. Obviously, she's paying for her own food, so I'm not going to tell her not to get it. I go and get the fucking fish fillet. But if I was paying for her...
I'm not getting a fish fillet.
Hell no. I'll buy you everything else off the menu at once.
Before I get you fish fillet.
Yeah, before I get you one bitch-ass fish fillet.
Because I guarantee you, if we fucking gave her a fish fillet and we paid for it, she'd be like, "Why did you have to get me the fish fillet? I hate it." And then she's just literally the door's cracked open in the bathroom. She's
Dude, she'd be living in fish paradise right now, though, with the McDonald's app.
Oh my god, dude.
There's always a deal on there for a fish fillet. We'd just be going there. We would get nuggets and fries and then bring her home with fucking free fish fillet. And
but the McDonald's where we used to live was so fucking far, dude.
Yeah.
But
that's a good thing, though.
Yeah, I mean, because so she wouldn't get them all the time.
Well, McDonald's is bad for you.
Restraint, yeah.
You should not be eating McDonald's more than once a week.
Especially when you have the Ohio mindset of just everything's going downhill anyways.
So just fuck it. I hate it anyway.
Ohio's going so down right now.
It is bad, but yeah, it's a good thing not to live close to McDonald's. We live kind of close to McDonald's, but
we live the same distance from 2.
but we don't live within walking distance.
No.
And thankfully we had the restraint. When we were back in Ohio, we were broke and we still had the restraint not to eat that shit.
Yeah, because Ohio, like every time we got McDonald's, it was just like nasty too. Like Ohio fucking sucks when we lived there, dude.
Honestly, it didn't suck the first time. It's just
No, not the first time.
Minimum wage hadn't been raised yet, so we literally couldn't afford to live.
Plus, our jobs weren't giving us fucking hours.
But yeah, because the managers had to take all the hours because they can only give so many hours. Everywhere's fucking broke.
Yeah. But you could still maintain... Well, how much do they have? Like 18 employees? In one Little Caesars?
I don't think it was 18. No way it was 18.
Or at least like
It
12?
was me, you,
The two
Isaiah Johnson, the two lesbians,
lesbians.
the manager, two managers. Because there was the short guy who got in trouble, and then there was...
Paul, and then there's Paul.
Yeah, there's three managers.
And then there was the tall dude who always fucking rolled the dough.
He wasn't tall, was he?
Yeah, he was tall. He was taller than us.
Was he not white?
He was the light-skinned guy.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, because I'm thinking, for whatever reason, I imagined tall and white. I'm like, that white guy who rolled dough was not tall at all.
No. Oh, that's fucking your dad's friend.
Yeah, I don't even remember his fucking name.
Cody.
He's insane. Was it really Cody?
Cody.
That guy was fucking insane. If somehow you ever hear this, you're a great guy, but you're fucking insane.
Cody, I fucking do not like you. Cody from Little Caesars in Ohio, I fucking don't like you. Fucking telling me, yeah, I had to register my hands as deadly weapons.
Yeah, bro, you're a fucking
Dude,
liar.
At my cousin's wedding, I was wearing a kilt, and so was my other cousin, and we were bare knuckle boxing, we were bleeding and fighting all over each other. It was awesome. And
I
I
don't
was
know,
like,
he's
that
white
did not.
trash though. That might have happened.
But also, like, I don't think it had. Well, because he also like would say that jokes are his. I caught him stealing a fucking.
a couple at least.
I caught him stealing a fucking. A joke. What the fuck was it? Oh my god, I know what it is too. But anyway, he stole jokes, and he was like, he only worked on Wednesdays, so every day throughout the week, me and Tony barely got days off, and we would have to fucking come in and do dough.
Bro, and we still didn't barely make shit.
And we still didn't barely make shit. We were making fucking $8.30 at the time in 2017.
Yeah. That sucked too. Because I didn't get to start working until I was 18 for family fucking bullshit reasons.
Yeah, dude. Shit.
Like, my stepmom, shouldn't even call her that because they weren't married, but just for the sake of conversation, my stepmom had she was horrible, conniving, and she had made some kind of arrangement with my dad, and they had stolen my fucking ID, or I didn't have an ID, my social security, my birth certificate, and stole it and kept it from me so I couldn't get a job. Like, on purpose.
And he said that your stepmom threw it out.
Yeah,
and
he
then
said I need to throw
that
it.
Didn't happen, and it was just in the closet at your grandma's house.
Like, Dad, if you ever hear this, fuck you. I found that in your fucking stuff, dude. I haven't brought it up, because that's kind of a big deal, but I found it in your fucking stuff, dude. Just saying. So.
Fucking, it's so funny when he shaves completely baby smooth.
Yeah.
And then he just looks like a fucking
baby
he needs
or
Beaky Baba.
Fucking worm. Or
He should just have his onesie up. He looks like a penis.
Like, dude, like, I've been telling him my whole life, don't shave completely bald. It looks stupid. Like, for anyone out there who's completely bald, like, I'm talking completely bald, and you're bald for a good like, I shouldn't say good reason, but if you're bald because of a disease or something, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people who make the conscious decision to cut it all the way down and then put a fucking razor to their head. That's who I'm talking about. It looks stupid. Stop fucking doing it.
Yeah.
I promise you, every person who's ever done it, if you ever see them with their hair grown out just a little bit, even if they have the cul-de-sac, it looks so much better. Like Jason Statham, for example. It looks so much better when he has his hair than when he's completely bald.
Yeah, especially in Snatch. He looks the best, and like, he didn't really start losing his hair till like fucking Ghost of Mars.
I think that was before.
No, Snatch was probably after.
Because I can't check now because my phone is over there. So if I'm wrong and I'm dumb, let me know.
I think Snatch is after.
I think it is. I think Snatch is 2000 something.
Yeah.
And the other movie was it?
I think. I don't know. I don't know when Ghost of Mars came out.
Ghost of Mars. Oh, that might have also. I think that was 90 something.
Like 99?
I like 98 or 99. That's what my prediction's 98 or 99.
Oh, if it's 98, that might be a thing because I I like a lot of that. My movies have like my birthday.
And I'm pretty sure Snatch is 2001. I'm pretty sure.
Before or after that really funny incident?
Probably after. Because it looked like the winter time in the movie.
Oh.
I know the filming wasn't the same, but I think it was after.
Yeah.
So we'll look it up and we'll put it up on the screen when we put this up.
Yeah.
But I think 2001 for Snatch, 98 for Ghost of Mars. I couldn't even guess the month. I have no idea.
I'm fucking terrible with months on that shit.
Yeah, I'm good about some things, but it's just you can't expect somebody to remember that for everything. Month, year, day. Come on. If you can.
Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, but not me. I could barely remember names and birthdays. Like I get like a lot. Like I promise you, if somebody I knew and was like friends with and cared about from like back in the day walked up to me, I might have to scramble to think about their name for a second.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
Like, you're Daryl Richardson's the mutant's uncle, and they're like,
I don't know any of my friends' birthdays.
No.
I know
Eric's birthday, December 28th.
I knew it was close to Christmas. That's all I knew.
Yeah.
I don't know Paul's. I don't know William's. I know Vinny's and my dad's, but it's my brother and my dad's.
Do you know mine?
Day after Halloween. Day before.
Day before.
See, even your birthday, I still mix up.
Day
I can't
after
help it.
Halloween isn't even October.
Whatever. Then that's the last day. Your day is the day before. I mixed the see, even with your fucking birthday.
And then you tell everyone your birthday is on February 12th. But it's the
14th.
fucking... No, you've been saying the 12th, the 14th, you've been saying the 7th.
See, I can't even remember.
Yeah, it's the 9th.
No, I know it's...
When I came to meet you, it was 2 days before your actual birthday. Because I touched down in Ohio for the first time on the 7th of February.
It's funny to me. Other people get really offended when you mix up their birthday. You do. I don't at all. I don't give a fuck at all. And my mom totally mixed it up once. Like, it's not like she was like trying to remember and got it wrong. She just was like gung ho. Like, your birthday's on the 14th, and I was like, yep, yes it is.
You're like, you're fucking...
And I didn't fucking tell. I didn't correct her at all. I think somebody else corrected her when she said it again at some point, and like after that. But then she was like, "What the hell? Why didn't you tell me?"
What the goddamn?
That's
She
what
got really
sounds
small as you turned into a Muppet. What the hell? What the hell?
But I don't
Grandma.
I don't get bothered by that at all. So I tell people that. I always remember the 14th because that's also Valentine's Day, right? Too.
Yeah.
That's probably how she made the mix up in the first place.
I don't really care about my name. Like if I'm like, yeah, I'm Ethan. They're like, hey, Aiden. I'm like, yep. And I don't correct them until like they're trying to get my attention, and like I don't respond. Not because I'm like ignoring them, but because like I'm not thinking about it. Especially if it's like late in the day. You almost threw up. What was that? You made frog noises.
I don't know. That doesn't bother me either, honestly.
So this is the first official podcast for this thing. So thank you for watching. This isn't at the end.
Yeah,
It feels like forever though. It's only 13 minutes.
But I mean, yeah, this is we did one
Yeah.
once a long ass time ago.
We did once, and it's on my my other account. My
Yeah,
other YouTube
so
channel.
this is technically our first one on this channel.
Yeah, the other one was about the pilot, and that was on my my main YouTube channel. The link will be in the description. It's a horror YouTube channel. I ghost hunt and stuff like that with Tony over here.
Yeah, my first name and my birthday in one video.
You be censored out?
Said our birthday. Censor out the real one.
I don't know the real one.
Yeah, well, there, we'll leave it at that.
It's like the 7th or something. It's like the 7th or the 12th or 14th.
14th.
The 14th.
The 14th.
Oh my god, I want to talk about fucking Ohio shit right now.
Yeah.
So, Ohio fucking sucks ass. We were fucking walking down the street one time. Tony, you know this story. And then fucking Tony went to compliment a gentleman's shirt.
Oh, so we weren't just walking. So, okay, you're horrible at this. Take 2 steps
Hold
back.
on, you smoke real quick.
So 3 steps back. We were walking down Homeless Alley behind our house to go next door to our drug dealer to buy fucking dirty weed off of him. I call it dirty because it's just shitty street weed. On our way into his fucking backyard, somebody leaving his home.
Who bought like fentanyl or
Yeah, presumably
heroin.
from some kind of horrible federal offense. Because walking our way, and he had a cool shirt. I don't remember what it was now, because that was not the important part of the story. Because it could have been.
It was like MLP or something.
It was something. And I was like, hey, nice shirt. And he literally went to me and went,
Can we do it?
yeah.
So he looks at us and he goes, bah!
And then he just walks by.
Yeah. We were like...
What the fuck,
We were just
man?
staring at each other. We were like, dude, is this a fucking real human?
I was in a complete loss of words because I was like, immediately recognized that he didn't try to say something to us.
Yeah, he didn't try to fucking send us code or fucking fax or nothing like that. He fucking went full caveman. He just... bah! I didn't like that at all. I've had an experience in Ohio where I was walking to my job at Burger King, and I was walking down the street, and I'm like almost there, and this guy passes me, and he's like, "Hey man, you got a cigarette?" I was like, "Oh, sorry man, I don't smoke." And he goes, "Fuck you," and I was like,
Yeah, what a fucking
cool.
asshole.
Yeah. Also, like people in Ohio, if you don't smoke, and they ask if you have a light or anything like that, a light or cigarette,
They will get shitty.
they get shitty
Like
fast.
Ohio people are pretty good about doing the right thing, but man, they will get shitty if you're not a smoker.
They're good about doing the right thing. Unless they're junkies.
Yeah, that's true. And if you know someone, listen. If you're on drugs, get help as soon as possible. The further down you get, the less everyone will like you and trust you. I promise you.
Smoke.
I'm not just kidding.
Smoke weed.
Smoke weed and take some mushrooms. I promise you, it will help you get off.
Like us.
Because people will never ever look at you the same way.
Yeah.
And the truth is, you will probably never be the same way. You got to look at yourself introspectively too.
We've had a friend who was ruined by drugs.
Different ones though.
Different ones. I've had a few friends who were ruined by drugs. I've had friends who've like, I haven't seen them for like years, and then like they like left in like middle school and they'd come back like sophomore year in high school, and they've come back from rehab. Like,
Yeah, damn. It's way too early to be fucking up
and
that bad.
I grew up in California, so that makes fucking sense.
Yeah, well, that's the only reason they went to fucking rehab.
But yeah, it's just at nighttime. Tony and I went to our favorite gas station, the Spot, the QT, and fucking now we're smoking. And smoking a blunt feels like victory, and that's what we wanted to save this for the podcast.
Yeah, we were going to do it earlier. We were going to sell popcorn in our neighborhood, which I regret not doing it, but man, I was fucking...
I was so tired.
Yeah, I was... Dude, I don't know what was up with me, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
Like, if I had, like, actual work, I probably would have called off.
I probably would have called up
That's
too.
how fucking tired I was.
Well, we've always been having like weird shit happen, dude. You know?
Yeah, but I don't think that's affected my sleep that much.
Yeah.
Like I know that weird shit is happening, but I haven't been woken up by it. And I haven't really been kept up by it either.
I haven't been thinking about it.
Huh?
I haven't even been thinking about it.
I've been thinking about it. That's been bothering me more than it happening. Is me thinking about it at night.
On my my main account, it's me in the description. We've been catching orbs and stuff on our Ring security camera, and they're not dust. I read a comment today saying that they were dust or bugs, and they're not dust or bugs because dust has a point A and point B to go to. They don't just disappear and reappear midair. And same thing with bugs. They don't just get invisible and then reappear. And also with bugs, you can see the wings. These orbs are just orbs, and they disappear, and they're
That's
fast.
the thing. With the bugs...
They move with purpose.
So here's my thing on orbs. I've never said it out loud because I've never really had a reason to, but
So I said, hit this real quick. It's a big hit, dude.
Jesus fucking Christ, I'm sorry.
Dude, it's so much powder that was in here, dude. There was so much in here. This is a good blunt, right?
It is. This is one of the stronger ones we've had in a while.
Yeah. Well, this is also like 28%.
I mean, the last ones were too, but this is...
Yeah.
I don't know. It's because
This one's a lot of powder. Yeah, it's like all powder, dude.
Well, anyway... Oh, fuck. I forget what I was on now.
You were talking about, the orbs.
Okay, that's right.
Your
So-
point of view.
I don't count orbs. I really don't. But what I will say is that is 100% not fucking bugs.
That is still something. That's what I'm documenting.
This is what I want to say. There are ones where you can see it appear and disappear mid-frame. That is true. Those ones, it's hard not to count those.
That one that I caught that was just a flash of mist, remember?
Yes, that one, that's a little different though. That's not just an orb, that's mist. But, you know, if the orb goes off screen, you could argue that's dust, whatever. That is fucking not bugs.
It's not
bugs.
bugs.
It is not bugs. You could tell the difference.
Yeah. And plus, it's the time that all of those have been recorded on my like other account, it was wintertime, and it's still kind of wintertime right now. Like, we're just getting out of the season. And so we didn't have any bugs. Like, the day I saw a bug, I've been here since January.
Yeah.
Me and Tony have been back in Colorado since January. So we haven't seen bugs until like today. I saw a fly, and today is what day is it today? What month?
It's March, I think.
Oh, it's March 19th. But I haven't seen a bug until today. So
yeah, that's something I will say. It's people who say it's bugs. You're a fucking idiot. It's not bugs. I'm telling you. You could argue dust, and I'll let you try to argue dust, but it is not fucking bugs. I can tell you when it's a goddamn bug.
yeah, you
can
see the wings.
The fucking thing. It's a Ring camera. They're not shitty. And these orbs, these quote unquote bugs are getting really close to the camera. I'm talking really fucking close. There's one where it gets right up to it. If that was a goddamn bug, you would fucking see it. It'd be horrifying looking.
You'd
be
see
that
it
close.
fluttering too. You'd see the wings flapping.
And maybe it is dust. Maybe. Okay, maybe.
But that shit just appears and disappears, though.
That's the thing, though. When it appears and disappears, that's different. I don't think those ones are dust. But it's definitely not bugs.
It's definitely not bugs. I don't think it's dust. I think it's something. I think it's something that is documented, and I'm glad I have it documented.
Well, we did capture a voice once.
We did capture a voice, and also remember that one where it goes towards the camera. You hear like, it like move.
Yeah, there's like a sound, like a clear sound when we weren't in the room.
And then on my stream one time, I was playing Half-Life 1 on my horror channel, and I fucking and I'm playing it, and I'm talking, and then behind me, I just hear a fucking like a can, because like I had my side of the room and Tony had his side of the room for his games, my games, and then from his side of the room, one of Tony's empty cans just went flying, and I caught the audio of that, and I'm like, pull up my phone, I'm like recording, I'm like, dude, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, it didn't fall, it flew.
No, it flew, like. It was loud, and then when I was doing the unboxing video, and I mentioned Sage, and the box on the chair moved, I have that documented.
I don't remember. I haven't seen that one, but that's weird. Yeah, I don't know.
That episode, if you want to look for that one's called My Birthday Care Package or something like that. I got that from my friend Becky.
Which, hey, how you doing, by the way, if you end up watching this?
Shout out to Becky.
She's captured some really incredible shit.
When I sent her that care package and she got the growls, dude.
So I didn't know her, so naturally I was weary of her evidence.
Yeah.
But after meeting her, I don't think she's bullshitting.
No, especially that there was a night that me and Becky I was hanging out at Becky's house, we were watching TV and YouTube, and then like we started hearing bangs and walking upstairs. And then her boyfriend Keith was at a job, and Tony was at our place. So me and Becky are there, and then like literally we're hearing running up and down the stairs, or not up and down the stairs, but up on the room above us. And then we go up there, and we're fucking like looking around, and it stops, and we're like, okay, what the fuck? We're trying to recreate it. We're filming everything, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck's going on? She's like, I don't know. And then Tony calls us, and Tony, you had toys were flying off your dad's shelf.
Yeah, his shit fell off his side. Like, fell off. Like, it was a distance. Because I didn't see it happen, but it was a distance from where it was.
Yeah, and then you called me, and you kept hearing, like, people, like, walking in the fucking house. And then your dad was at his girlfriend's house, and your brother was in the Army.
Marines.
Yeah.
Fucked it. Yeah, no, that was some fucked up shit.
Dude, that night we had the fucking TV turn on.
Also, we never unfortunately got to document any of our action figures falling over at the old place. Mm-hmm. But since we've been back here, nothing has fallen over. And those fucking things are up against the wall there.
Yeah.
Here, I've got them standing, with sticky tack on their feet.
And they're not falling.
And they're not falling. Like, I had one fall over the other day, and I'm pretty sure I could see how it happened. Looked like something got moved and knocked something over.
Yeah, because I was moving stuff around the other day, so I could have totally knocked it over. But like when we were in Ohio, like stuff was leaning against the walls and it fell forward or it fell off the shelf, like towards
All
our
the
fucking
way.
door,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the Richthofen.
Yeah. Yeah, that one, there's no way that happened too.
Yeah.
I fucking set him up so he wouldn't fall over. He was up against the wall.
We had so many figures fall, especially like after like we had just talked about it.
And dude, my dad fucking acts like the figures falling isn't a thing. He hasn't happened to him, like he's had it happen to him before. Like, because I was just thinking about it. I was like, did he ever see it? Because it happened in the room a lot when he was gone, but I know he's seen it before.
Yeah, he's had shit falling before. He fucking was talking to his buddy about how like he was like scared at night,
Yeah.
like just being in that room.
Yeah, we're calling you out for that because you're a fucking atheist. But I know why you got the curtain up on that door, too. It has nothing to do with air. You keep it closed all year round. It's because you see shit walking by. I fucking know it.
Yeah, because we see shit walking by there all the
I
fucking
know
time.
you see shit in that fucking hallway. That's why you sleep with your bed so you don't see the hallway, and you got the curtain up year round. I'm calling you out because
Yeah,
you
dude.
fucking deny ghosts, dude.
And also, remember when we were talking about getting the mirror that his buddy gave him, and
Yeah.
then we were talking about the ghosts and stuff, and going ghost hunting and then bringing stuff back, and he's like, "Could you guys not bring ghosts back?" Like he was fucking worried about it, like in the car. That was another thing I called you out on. I called you out on in front of fucking your buddy Rad, and in front of both your kids.
And hey, dude, if you haven't gotten rid of that, if you haven't gotten rid of that mirror yet, cover it up.
Because Rad says he saw people in the mirror. He said he saw women in the mirror.
Yeah, and I understand he's got mental disabilities and shit, but there's got to be something to
There's
it.
got to be something to it.
I don't think he's completely like making it up. So
Yeah, I think he's onto something.
yeah, or so I think, Dad, if you hear this, get your fucking bitch ass up and lose that mirror or fucking cover it up, and you need to take it into consideration next time something falls off the shelf.
Yeah, honestly, like you don't have to say everything's paranormal, but something is something if it's unexplained. You know what I mean?
Yep, and you say, even if one of the UFO videos are real, that means there's something to it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with ghosts. Do you think every single fucking video is fake? Do you think those are like? I know you said some like theories to debunk that it's ghosts, but do you really think it's those other options? Really? It's probably fucking ghosts, dude.
It's probably ghosts.
There's too much evidence. It's not all fake.
There's so much shit that we've caught, and the knocking I heard coming from your brother's bedroom.
Yeah, that was real.
Yeah, and the fucking the voices we kept hearing, and we were trying to fucking record. The fucking when we were standing in the fucking kitchen, and then like as we're talking about what soup we're gonna make that night, fucking the little clicker on the fucking lamp goes ting, like it smashes against it.
Yeah.
We pulled the curtain, and it's still swinging.
It was still swinging.
By the time I was
Something-
recording, it was still swinging,
there was no air conditioners and no fans on, no windows open.
and it smashed into it like he went ping.
Me and E were the only people in the house, so we were in the kitchen, not in the living room. That fucking straight up happened.
Yeah.
And that's probably paranormal. I really think that one definitely was. And the voices we heard talking, like, so at first I thought maybe it was people talking outside. But then one day, I found out that our neighbor and his wife fight all the time. And if we never heard them fighting, which means we don't hear people from outside, which means those fucking voices weren't coming from outside.
And remember, we were so there was a night where Tony and I were sitting down and we were smoking weed in the living room, and we kept hearing noises coming from his brother's room, and we went to his brother's room to see what the voices were. And then once we got there, they stopped. We stayed there for like 5 minutes. There was nothing coming out of the windows, and then we started hearing the same voices coming from the living room. You remember that?
Yeah, I do
And then we
remember
went
that.
to the living room, and then we started hearing coming from your brother's room again.
Yeah.
And then remember there was that night we kept hearing like that high pitched like squeak that was in the kitchen, and then the fucking I have a picture on my my community posts on my horror account of the thermostat that was fucking plastered over, so it doesn't even work. So that's not the chirping from that.
Yeah, that's right.
People thought it was the chirping from that, and I showed it.
Yeah, that thing was turned off. If that house caught on fire, there would be no alarm going off.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a couple weird things that happened there. I really think that place has something in there, and it's got a negative effect.
Well, the fucking your brother's room is terrifying.
There's something up with that fucking room.
Yeah, there's so
You need to change rooms. If you end up hearing this too, you need to go to our old room. I'm telling you.
yeah.
It gets weird too, but I'm telling you, there's something up with your fucking room. We never saw demonic shit.
No.
And I don't think you're crazy. I really don't think you're schizophrenic. I think that's one of your fucking like Zoomer jokes you fucking do. what you saw was probably real. You probably should change rooms.
Yeah, dude, you need to fucking change room.
Like, I didn't say it to you like that when I was there, because I was also fucking living there, but it was probably real. You need to fucking stop sleeping in that room. But you'll be in the army soon, so hopefully you fucking won't have a super haunted ass place there, wherever you're at. Because that still might happen.
Nah, you still might get a haunted place. I would not want to be in the military right now.
No, not right now.
You're going to be shooting your own people.
Fucking getting vaccinated, too.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
That was the thing. Like, you can't, like, me and Tony, like, at least for me, I'm not right or left leaning. I'm just on the side of what's doing good and for the people and shit like that. And the vaccinage is not good.
It's not good.
It kept going down and went from 100% to like 10% effective.
So here's
like in months.
What I'll say. At the time, I was not invested in politics at all.
I wasn't either.
I knew who people were. I knew big things that were happening. I didn't know the details of the conspiracy theories. I didn't care that much. Mm-mm. And when COVID happened, when it first happened, I thought it was a big deal like everyone else. I was expecting to go outside and see empty streets and fucking tents and shit.
But that didn't happen.
It didn't happen at all. I thought it was real. And when the vaccine was announced, I was iffy. I didn't want to take it. But I didn't think there was anything up with it. I just was like, I don't want to take it. I'll wait. But then they were lying about the numbers, the deaths. Then they were lying about the vaccines. And then they were telling people they had to take more than one. Mm-hmm. And they were telling you had to fucking take it, even if you've had the disease before.
Yeah.
Then I was like, I'm not fucking taking it. No fucking way in hell.
I didn't take it.
I haven't taken it yet. And at first I felt self-conscious to say that. You know? But now it's like, fuck that. You should feel fucking stupid if you took one. If you took one, you should be like, damn it, that was dumb.
I mean, there's that lady in Congress who fucking has like hand tremors and like fucking aches and like heart palpitations.
Yeah, those vaccines, it's not like other ones, dude. It's doing other shit. Other ones are literally, when you get the flu shot, when you get the tetanus shot, they are just a dead version of that virus to get your body used to it, prepared for it. You might feel symptoms of that disease when you get the vaccine, but that's it. This is different. This is made differently. This is not the same thing. This is made to change things within your cellular structure.
It's gene therapy.
It's gene therapy. It's not just a regular vaccine.
Yeah, it came out as gene therapy.
It's different. Like, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. You know, I'm not like, oh, no, don't, blah, blah, blah.
This stuff came up against, like, crimes against humanity. They're being held in Congress.
But the thing is, now that this has happened, now I'm like, well, why the fuck should I take any of them then?
Yeah.
If they were willing to lie about this one, what else haven't they lied about?
I mean, fucking, remember the Gerber baby thing?
Yeah. Yeah, they found out that shit was killing their babies and giving them cancer, so they stopped selling it in white neighborhoods and started selling it in poor and neighborhoods they know were poor and had black people in them, and other kinds of minorities.
Yeah, and they did that deliberately
on fucking purpose.
Yeah,
on fucking purpose.
And then fucking like even black people know that BLM was a fucking myth.
That was a fucked up scam.
That was a complete. That was
psyop. A psyop. Yeah,
it was a psyop, and like. It didn't help black people at all.
It just got us fighting each other.
It got everyone fighting each other.
And then they were taking money from people, and they were planting fucking bricks and riling up, and then small businesses were going out of business, and now those small businesses are replaced by what? Chase Banks, McDonald's.
Yep.
And what owns every fucking thing? Them motherfuckers.
Yeah, and Chase Bank got in trouble for helping Epstein.
Yep, big time. Well, they didn't get in trouble, but they totally did it. And it's just out there that they totally fucking did it.
His bank's still not closed.
Because they didn't get in trouble because they're fucking evil bastards.
Yeah.
And yeah, his bank never got closed. Who is running that bank account and why?
Yeah, why is it still open?
If it's not him, which is also a possibility, who is running it and why are they fucking allowed to? That money is completely illegal.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck how much laundering they did. If they even found $1 of that money wasn't laundered, they could take it all.
Yeah.
Why is that bank account still open? I was $100 in the red with Chase Bank for 2 months. They completely closed my account and sent me a letter.
It's been more than 2 months since
and then they keep calling me.
Killed.
They keep fucking calling me. I could be dead. Yeah. And they keep calling me. Jeffrey Epstein is dead. Quote unquote. Yeah. And they fucking have his bank account open?
Yeah.
Kiss my fucking ass.
It's been like a year since he died, right? Quote unquote.
I think now it's been... Fuck, I gotta fact check that. I feel like an idiot. But
yeah,
I think it's been more than a year.
It's been a few months.
No, since he's been dead, I think it's been more than a year.
More than a year?
I think it's been more than a year at this point. It's 2023 now.
Oh.
I remember in 2020 being like, damn.
Oh.
hearing about that shit. So it's probably been a couple years.
Maybe.
But his bank account's still fucking open.
Still open.
And let's say,
seeing stuff about it being
let's
still
say
open.
as of the time of this recording, it is closed. We'll go back and update that.
Yeah. I'll correct it. It's March 19th, 2023.
So, but as of right now, his bank account's open. Why? Let's think though. Here's the thing. Even if we're wrong, let's say it closed a year ago. Why was it closed like a year after he died? Anyway,
yeah.
That was still like a whole fucking year. Oh, because his wife or whatever. Fuck you. Fuck you. They weren't officially married, were they?
It was Ghislaine Maxwell?
Yeah.
I don't know if
they weren't married.
I don't know
they?
if they were married.
I don't think
I don't
they were
know if
married.
they were even a couple.
So how could she have?
Her dad was FBI.
Well, what I'm saying is legally, like on paper, how could she? Let's say that that's their excuse. She was running the bank account. When did he sign it over, and how did he legally sign it over? You can just sign bank accounts over to people you're not married to. I could just sign a bank account over to fucking William if I wanted to. I guess, or no, I don't think so. So how the fuck did she?
I don't know how they do that shit, dude.
That's not what happened.
No, they just kept it open.
He's either not dead or they just have it. They're just keeping it open because they're using it.
Do you think Disney is in the same topic?
Yeah,
I'd like to talk
because
about
Disney has they have a deal with Chase Bank.
They have a deal with Balenciaga right now, and Balenciaga just got in trouble.
They were doing
BDSM kid stuff.
They were doing boat trips to the island.
Yeah,
they were doing boat trips to the island for fuck's sake. Disney was taking kids to see the fucking islands. I know, to see the Virgin Islands, not the Epstein Island, you fucking weirdo. No, fuck you. Kids were going missing, I promise you. Yeah. Kids were going fucking missing, I promise you.
Also, have you ever noticed why you don't see orphanages anymore? And also, did you know that the fucking Child Protective Services is getting lawsuits for fucking stealing children and selling them? Yeah,
and it's horrible too, because I was in a horrible home situation.
Real quick, these aren't conspiracy theories. You can Google these.
At this point, it's 2023. It's fucking like the simulation. If you believe in the simulation,
666, dude.
It's that year. If you believe in a simulation, it's cracking. You know, weird shit's going on. I'm telling you.
And if you are left or right, put your differences aside and pay attention to the world.
Yeah, dude.
The world is what matters right now. Put no politics.
And also the fact that they're doing literal open Satanism. Why?
Oh yeah, the fucking the Unholy concert.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
And then they were like, "Oh, it was just a thing of me breaking free and showing my expression." Yeah. It's like, dude, you had like Satan flashing like fucking The Weeknd, and you were the devil, and you were singing about like everything was hell. Like you did not awaken from anything.
And also, there's all the Balenciaga has like the Satanism and shit slipped in there too.
Yeah, and dude, fucking Balenciaga just signed a deal.
And all their like their shit that they're doing is like Satanist. Why are they doing that? Why? Is that why the media tried to push the whole anti-Christian thing? You know, where is all this, like, why are all these conspiracies coming true? And also, why are people like Alex Jones completely buried?
And the worst part is, so, like, me and Tony do not like Alex Jones, but every single time he's been talking about, like theories and, like, things about, like, the pedosexual and, like, Epstein stuff like that, like, 7 years before anything got broken out of news about it.
Everything he has
said, like even the as dumb as the frogs being gay thing.
Like there was truth to that. He just worded it wrong.
He just worded it like a dummy.
Like, here's the thing. I didn't like him either. I thought he was crazy. But then every one of his fucking theories started coming out to be true. So it's like, was he crazy? So I started listening to him, actually giving him a shot. And it's like, oh, so you've been saying this shit since before I was born? And I'm hearing about it right now? What the fuck? How are you still alive? Your
dad does the thing to where he fucking tells you the wrong thing happened. He said that fucking something happened and it wasn't Obama's fault. What was it?
The housing crisis.
Oh yeah.
He blamed it on George Bush, which he was responsible, but it was the Wall Street bankers that did it. But here's the thing: Obama directly bailed those Wall Street bankers out.
That's a little sus.
What's up with that?
Yeah, and Tony, you were rooting for Obama.
I defended him till like 6 months ago. Dude, I literally defended him till like a year ago at the absolute most. Mm-hmm. Like, that's heartbreaking as fuck to find out not only was he part of it, but he was one of the key players. He might still be one of the key players.
I mean, fucking, that black lesbian lady, that Perrier, in Congress or whatever the hell, she fucking let it slip. She was like, President Obama, oops.
Yeah, where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah.
She wasn't, and she didn't do that when Obama was in charge, so she wouldn't have been used to Obama.
No, she was only hired because she was a black lesbian.
Well, here's the thing. Well, I know that, but so obviously she didn't work under Obama, so that's not something she's used to saying.
Yeah.
Because Obama was the president a long ass time ago. If you got to think about it, Obama stopped being president like 2014.
Yeah.
It's been almost 10 years. She was not doing that shit 10 years ago. She was in high school 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, so where did that come from? Why did that... And I know Joe Biden's let it slip too. I know that he's old and demented and crazy, so...
He let something slip today, too.
He did, and I'll get into that in a second. But I know you can argue he's crazy and old. He accidentally said it 'cause he's crazy and old. He's remembering being vice president. Okay, fine. But he said it so many fucking times.
Yeah.
And also, why the fuck did Kamala Harris say it? Why did she say it?
What did she say?
That Obama was the president. She said
yeah, she did say that. And also, she's not the person you have talking to the Chinese who fucking... She slips out Taiwan.
Bro, and then people are going ape shit right now.
Yeah.
And, like, the Chinese are going ape shit right now. The North Koreans are going ape shit right now. The Russians, obviously, are going ape shit right now. And our people in charge are fucking pushing their buttons. What the hell are you trying to do? Are you trying to cause a fucking nuclear apocalypse?
Honestly.
I don't really want that to happen. Can you fucking not? Seriously.
That didn't happen a few years ago.
Like, a few years ago, I was happy working at a regular job. You know? Now I'm worried about this shit. And it's their fault, directly. Literally, 100%. From day one, he started doing bad shit. And it's like, what in the fuck?
Well, the first thing Biden did, remember, he stopped the fucking pipeline, and he stopped Native Americans from having jobs, and he stopped the Canadians from having jobs.
Yeah, because it went through their territory. It was a racist thing.
Yeah.
Fuck off. And if you believe that, look into it a little bit more, please. Look at how many jobs were lost, and how badly that affected our fuel economy, which has affected our whole economy.
That's why it's so fucking expensive right now.
And you wonder why. It's literally, I'm sure that's not the main reason, but I promise you, that didn't fucking help.
Yeah.
And
that's so many people out of jobs.
That's literally like day one.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And the fact that January 6th was procrastinated by the government, there was literally a guy with a headpiece telling people to do shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And then he was on a website, and then an hour later the website was, they took his picture down.
Yeah, and the only people to get killed there were the fucking protesters. And they call it a violent protest. The only people that died were the protesters.
And they were told to fucking go in. It was just another psyop.
It was another psyop, yeah. And they blamed it all on Donald Trump as another thing to make him look like a bad guy. And say what you want, but, like, that's not how you do it. You don't lie and then make shit up to blame the other person. You just be a better person. And also, is it that fucking hard?
And also, from a lot of stuff coming from the left, from what I've seen, they have to stop making problems and then fixing those problems and act like they're heroes when they started the problems originally.
Yeah, dude. Like, just because you fix the problem doesn't make you the hero. If you made the fucking problem in the first place, it doesn't matter.
You need to own up to it.
You know, say what you will about the right-leaners, but they don't make problems to fix them. They just focus on whatever the hell they decide to focus on. Sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good. But that's not what they do. And it's clearly not working.
No, because even Bill Maher's fucking pulling back.
Yeah, even he's pulling back. And he's the original, like
King
Brian
Liberal.
Griffin.
Yeah. Yeah, Bill Maher kind of is just Brian Griffin.
He is just Brian Griffin.
He's got the nose.
Yeah,
he's got white hair.
He looks like him a little bit. Yeah. So, he's the original Brian Griffin. He's backing away from the fucking left. What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He says they make him look foolish.
They do. And they lie about things, and they try to change history so they can lie about it.
They don't fucking fact check. They do the thing to where they fucking, they're like, hey, we want to move forward and abolish racism, but in colleges we want separate dorms.
Yeah, they're trying to do separate dorms based on race. That's segregation, isn't it?
And
hold on, what do you guys? Is it still related? Because I think I just figured out a psyop.
Say it.
You remember when the Democrats were taking down all the statues down south?
Yeah, all the ones that liberals put up.
So here's the thing: they were taking those statues down, and all the fucking like Confederate, like Southern, like Republicans are like, oh, you got. They were getting mad about it, and the leftists were pulling these statues down. Every single one of those men were Democrats.
Yeah. They
weren't taking those down to get rid of racism. They were taking those down to bury their own history.
And also to make the people who think that like those like redneck guys who are freaking out think that those are the Republicans.
Yeah, those are Republicans.
Quote unquote. Those are your psycho Trumpers.
Yeah, that's the psyop.
Yeah.
The Republicans are them people. And the Democrats, well, they weren't the Confederate leaders because there is no history about Confederate leaders.
I mean, they're going green is going red, remember?
Yeah. I saw that post today, and it's like, wow.
And going red is in the fucking Red Army, for those who don't know.
Yeah, communism.
Communism, yeah, that's the thing. Because let's talk about the Last of Us thing, to where they're trying to be like, oh, it's communism. Trying to make it cute.
They force communism for some reason. And
Because
the community didn't even practice communism. And they were calling it communism to idolize it.
And it was just a fucking shared community, which is what you do in a survival apocalyptic thing. Like, you make food for the tribe. No ifs, ands, or buts.
And man, The Last of Us with the pedo shit. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, because
it's all connected. It's all part of it.
Because what's his face?
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, he.
Well, we don't. He doesn't. Nothing. He hasn't done anything. So before you start railing on him, I'm gonna say it out loud. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't been caught with anything. So we're not calling him a pedophile. Because he didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything.
But he is a pedophile defender. And he likes to play roles where he acts with little girls. So take what you will from that.
Oh, yeah. What was the other thing that you saw?
He fucking something... Hold on.
Because there was The Last of Us and then there was another show.
There was something like it. Something with a guy and a girl.
Oh, she's like, any chance I can to defend a small girl.
Yeah, he said some bullshit like that. And then deleted the post. Dude, come on. You said it. You said it, bruh.
Yeah. Like, he's also got like the little like creeper mustache too.
Yeah. And, like, the first show he did, The Mandalorian, with him and Baby Grogu, it didn't even cross my mind.
Didn't even cross my mind.
Didn't even cross my mind.
Once we started seeing, like, once we saw, like, he defended that.
He defended it. So, here's the thing. Say what you will about Call of Duty Kyle. Look at who he shot. Just look at who he shot.
He shot a pedophile and a guy who beat his grandma, like, repeatedly.
And someone who robbed people.
Yeah.
So, the pedophile, so, he didn't just molest. He fucking raped kids.
Multiple charges.
So, say what you will about Call of Duty Kyle. That person is who Pedro Pascal defended. Mm-hmm. What does that say about you? If you defend someone like that, what does that say about you?
That says you're a pedo sympathizer.
Yeah, and if you sympathize with it, you're clearly willing to fucking do it.
Yeah, so...
And then he was in The Last of Us show.
He was in The Last of Us, and then now he's going to be in something else with a kid.
He's going to be in... He made reference to being in something else. I got to figure out what it was.
He's got like 3 kid shows. One on the back burner.
There's a new HBO Judge Dredd show coming out, and they said that one of the main character duos is going to be an older, more experienced judge with a younger, inexperienced girl judge. Mm-hmm. First thing, when Zarek told us that, the first thing I thought was, that's going to be a Pedro Pascal and some little fucking kid.
But also, they're going to be like 20 years old because they're going to be a judge.
So it'll be not that.
So thank God.
Oh yeah, I found out something about The Last of Us.
Huh.
So the next season is going to take place during The Last of Us 2. Mm-hmm. They aren't recasting her for someone older. There are sex scenes in The Last of Us 2. They are not recasting the girl actress for an older actress.
In The Last of Us 1, it's really uncomfortable when... Because Tony was trying to play it, because we were watching Stealth BR.
And he's really good at these games.
He's really good at these games, and we were like, we want to fucking play this game.
Yeah, The Last of Us 2, he was playing 2, and it looked awesome. It looked really fun to play. It just looked really fun to play. So I was like, I heard the story was cringy, so I was like, I'm going to try the first one, because I heard the story for 2 is cringy. I never heard that for the first one. So I was like, okay, I'll play the first one. I pop in the first one. It's like the remaster, so it's got the DLC. So I don't feel like playing through the intro. So I pop on the DLC. DLC starts, you're playing as Ellie, as a kid. Not the older one from 2 where she's over 18. The kid one. And she's running around an abandoned mall with this little light-skinned chick. I assume that's her girlfriend. I don't want to think about that. That's horrible. Because they're fucking kids. But they're running around this mall alone, and they're going through like flashbacks and shit. Mind you, I haven't killed any fucking zombies yet, by the way. The whole reason I played the DLC was so I didn't have to sit through the fucking intro.
Yeah.
And they're just talking and doing these little flashbacks. And then it gets to a point where you both pick up water guns. And here's the thing.
You both have white shirts.
They both have white wife beaters on with nothing under it. Please, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Really?
You're getting a wet t-shirt contest and these are kids and this is a fucking video game.
Come on. Like, you cannot fucking excuse that.
You can't excuse that, and the company who did that, fuck you for doing that.
Naughty Dog.
That's fucking creeps, dude.
They did Crash Bandicoot and Uncharted. So, I don't know, but they totally let that slide. They totally did that. And if you don't believe me, go pick up The Last of Us Remastered at GameStop for like $5 fucking. Put it in your PS3 or 4.
For free, because they're just giving that fucking creep game away.
Pop it in whatever fucking console you got. Load up that other DLC mode and just play it, and I fucking swear to God, that will happen. And if you aren't, because that's exactly what happens. Like, we're not exaggerating. What do you make of that? Do you play through it? Like, do you just like, oh wow, this is so quirky, I can see their fucking...
Dude.
Oh.
The fucking, when we worked at GameStop, we had to deal with some fucking creeps,
too.
I
worked at GameStop. It was a dream job I've always had since I was a kid.
Same.
And I worked there, and I didn't hate it. It wasn't my least favorite job.
Yeah, we had fun.
I only had to leave because I moved. And it was getting a little weird. There was management changes. I hate management changes. Always sucks. It sucked then. And it was time to go. Stuff happened for my family. Stuff happened. Had to go. But we saw a lot of creeps there.
Yeah, there was one guy who came in, and he bought The Sims 2 for the Xbox 360, and so he looked like your average Eugene, like long blonde, like ponytail.
Was he
like,
literally wearing a fedora, or was I just kind of because I didn't look?
No,
at him
no,
straight
he
in
had
the
fedora.
face.
He had a fedora. So he had he had a black fedora with like the silver like stripe on it. He had like the long like orangish blonde hair with like the ponytail and like the one strand, like the Michael Jackson strand. So he looked like an anime guy. He had a fucking like. He had like a like an all red like windbreaker.
Dude, I was messing with the games. I couldn't even look at him.
Dude, he had like a fucking like pot belly, and his like gut was like his shirt was like it was like 5 inches too small, so his whole like boiler was out. And then fucking he had I'm not even joking. Like this guy had fucking that's what it is, Birkenstocks and fucking socks. He had that too, and his pants were like rolled up. He looked like the caricature of a fucking like dweeb.
Yeah, he looked like a fucking Eugene. I had to step away when he walked in. I was sad to go fuck with the games on the shelf.
Yeah, you fucking left me with that Mongol.
I couldn't fucking do it.
I fucking hated that shit. And he was like, The Sims 2, what a classic, eh? And I was like, yup. And I scanned for it, and I was like, do you mind if I see your ID? And he's like, why? And I was like, oh, because it's like an M-rated game.
No, he got something else with it that was M-rated.
Oh, yeah, he got it. What did he get else?
I don't know, because I wasn't on one of the encounter, but he got that and something else.
Got another, so he got another game that was M-rated, and then I was like, can I see your ID? Because I just have to check because it's M-rated.
We have to check no matter what, even if it's old.
For the
it's so
cameras.
annoying.
Yeah, it's for the cameras.
Like, whoever thinks that's cool, go fuck yourself. If
Yeah.
I could tell, like, I can tell when a goddamn kid is in there fucking with me. I've had kids walk up with copies of GTA, like a stereotypical fucking GameStop moment. I literally had a kid try to buy GTA off me.
He's like, can I buy GTA,
Couldn't sell
please?
it to him. I can tell the difference. He didn't have an ID, obviously.
Yeah.
But when I got an old person here, or a fucking, like, a 45-year-old white woman, I don't want to ask them for their ID.
No.
They're going to be such a fucking asshole about it.
Yeah,
and
they do
always
every
are.
time, dude.
Every fucking
like,
time.
Oh, you gotta check my ID? Or, like, that, like, these, like, cunty white wine moms are always like...
Like, why?
No, not even that. They're always
I got
like,
that a lot.
Dude, the one that I got from the white wine moms is, like, they're shopping for the fucking dumbass kid who doesn't even know what they want, and they get, like, some bogus girl game for him. And then, like, she pulls up and I'm like, can I see your ID? And she's like... Oh, do I look that young? And it's like, no,
bitch,
you
don't.
fucking don't. You look like fucking like old like Pillsbury Doughboy cream, just like melted on a fucking sidewalk, like pulp.
Chope.
But anyways, this guy with the fucking Birkenstocks and socks, he fucking comes and he buys The Sims 2 and another game, and I was like, can I check your ID? He's like, oh, that's weird. And I was like, oh yeah. And he's like, yeah, I've never had to have my ID checked. I never buy 18 plus games. Or 18 years or older games, and I was like, oh.
What do you play then, dude?
Yeah.
Do you play fucking My Little Pony games all fucking day?
Apparently.
Probably does, honestly.
Honestly.
And I gotta say something. I do not feel bad for bronies at all. You guys fucking deserve it.
You guys deserve the fucking bullying you get.
Like, I'm willing to give furries a little bit of a shot, but I'm not giving bronies a goddamn fucking ounce. You guys are into fucking shows for little girls. There's no fucking excuse.
It's creepy, dude.
Like, I don't care. Be into what you're into, but don't fucking whine when people make fun of you.
Yeah.
For Christ's sake. Like,
or just don't make it your personality and don't just wear that type of, like, MLP shit
don't
around.
Don't wear fucking MLP shit around, dude. Like, wear it to the convention, because that's the whole point. That's already risky, because you gotta make it there in the first fucking place.
Fucking, like, on the news, like, the other day, there was a BronyCon, and the Heaven's Angels showed up, and they killed everyone wearing fucking MLP shit. Did you see that?
I didn't
The
see
Heaven's
that.
Angels, it's that gay biker gang.
I know who the Heaven's Angels are. I didn't see that.
They're
though.
fucking scary, dude.
Well,
they slaughtered 72 fucking MLP fucking bronies, dude.
72 versions.
72 virgins, and they took them to heaven because that's their bounties. Because every time, Herschel Makashaw, the fucking the lead guy of the Heaven's Angels, he's like, every soul that we claim is a slave to us in paradise.
Yeah, that's their versions, dude.
That's Herschel Makashaw.
That's horrible. Yeah, don't. If you're a brony, dude, like you can be into it if you want, but don't be crying. People make fun of you. Shut the hell up.
And don't be crying when the fucking Heaven's Angels come and hack your limbs off like fucking.
Yeah. Got flimsy bitch limbs because you're a fucking beta male.
Because you fucking drink soy milk.
Yeah,
you fucking jelk.
Yeah, you gel because you think it works, and you fucking drink soy milk, and you fucking.
You get a white wine mom who's hot as fuck, but she's mad at her autistic kid who's you.
Yeah. That's horrible. And also, like, I was into anime when I was in high school, but I wasn't an anime kid. I knew anime kids were lame then.
Oh my god!
But as an adult now, I can't even watch anime.
Dude, it's so rough. It takes us a minute to warm up for like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, like for the old classic good ones, like fucking
like GT.
Your dad was down there watching some lame ass bullshit.
Dude, my dad watches like all the new anime on Netflix.
And that shit is fucking lame. By the way,
lame.
And he was watching it. And I'm just watching to see what the hell he's watching. And I'm just like, dude, this fucking blows.
Yeah, it
looked so bad.
The 3D, 2D of like the Guts movie.
Yeah, but shittier.
The Berserk movie. Yeah, but it's way shittier.
And that was good.
Yeah, that one was good.
But also,
that fucking movie fucked me up.
Being like, now that I'm like seeing all the psyops, it's like, why do they have to include child rape? Really?
Oh, in Berserk?
In Berserk.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, come on, seriously?
Yeah, he did do that.
He did do that, and they showed it. Like, it's already...
I didn't even know that they showed it.
They show it in the manga. It's like, it's already bad to allude to something like that. But to actually fucking show it, and they show rape a couple times. Come on. I know it happens. I know it's a real thing. Because
then you kind of just fetishize it, and it's like uncomfortable. And then you're like, wow, these Japanese folk really are into some funky shit.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, they fetishize it. They don't make it like traumatizing and horrible, which I still don't want to see it either way.
Yeah.
But they make it fucking like horny and sexual. It's like, dude, come on. Seriously?
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah. Why is this person who's getting like forcefully like they
raped, like,
don't want it's completely rape, and they're like letting out like moans, like they're not stopping it.
Yeah, like come on.
Like it's weird.
Like it's
just
so
if you're
bad.
gonna make porn, just keep porn separately. Like when I'm watching stuff, I don't like seeing love scenes or stuff like that. Like even when we watch The Sopranos, I'm like, dude.
Yeah, but even like and that's the thing. I don't like him either. But at least with that show, it's fucking adults for Christ's sake.
At least it's adults.
I was thinking about the anime thing earlier, dude. I was
hot
like,
Italian adults.
Sometimes, not often. They're usually ugly Italian adults.
Like all of them?
Or slightly not ugly Italian adults.
like rare.
Like, yeah, some of them. But I was thinking about anime earlier. I was like, that shit's a psyop. That whole pedophile, like, lolicon thing, that was a psyop to make these fucking dudes pedophiles.
Remember there was that fucking site where they banned that term?
Yeah.
And then fucking people were mad about it?
If you were mad about that, you're a fucking pedophile.
You're a fucking creep. Yeah,
like,
if you were mad about that...
That shit was a psyop to make these fucking beta males into pedophiles.
Yeah, dude.
And fucking...
That shit's fucking...
And I believe it's a psyop too, because it's all over the place with anime.
I mean, the fucking most evil people, you know, like run huge organizations.
Exactly.
And they run most of the media that we see.
They right. If it's evil on our side, it's evil their fucking side too. Yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
Why wouldn't it be?
It's probably the same every fucking where else.
They're probably working together.
I mean, yeah. Now at least.
Yeah.
With the whole Crunchyroll, Netflix, that whole thing.
Oh yeah, you can buy the bundle
anime at Walmart and shit.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah.
So it definitely is now.
It super is.
It may have just started over there. And the thing is, too, it's like some anime is cool. And some anime, even if it was a psyop, it's a psyop for good things, like being a badass dude who fucks bitches.
Yeah, like Space Dandy.
Like Space Dandy or Fist of the North Star.
Or Sonic the Hedgehog.
But that psyop's been around for a while.
Yeah.
And it really clicked to me today. I was like, what is wrong with these fucking people? Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, are they falling for the psyop? Or are they just creeps who got lucky and found something that they were into? Or both. I mean, I know it was both. That's how it works. It was both. But what was more? Was it more already existing pedophiles who were using that as a way out? Or was that like a psyop to make people who might not have been into one?
Yeah. Fucking mind control shit.
Yeah, exactly.
just loose mind control.
Yeah, loose ass mind control.
Also, people who... I was talking about this to Tony earlier. People who talk about how, like, conspiracy theories aren't real. Like, they've all been coming to light about being real. Even,
dude,
like,
the
UFOs and shit.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
The JFK assassination.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, real quick, can I say what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like, you have, like, people like mine and Tony's parents' generation and the boomers, like our grandparents and shit. They don't believe in this shit. But, like... MK Ultra is real, and it happened in their fucking generation.
Yeah, all of these big things happened in their fucking generation. And they were too stupid to fucking realize it.
They still aren't seeing it because, like, they're like, oh, we were the perfect generation. You guys don't work hard enough. And it's like...
Like, you were the perfect generation of fucking slaves and maids, you fucking idiots. You were fucking slaves, you didn't realize it. Yeah, puds.
But you were saying the JFK
That was the original conspiracy theory, and it was right. Yeah. They were right. He wasn't assassinated by some rogue dickface. He was killed by the fucking government.
And that came out to be true this year,
this
2023.
Year. They were right the whole fucking... The original conspiracy theory was right. What does that tell you about the rest of it?
Yeah, and that was
also,
a government thing.
The moon landing video. There's a lot of evidence to say that's fake. That happened after he died. He was going to expose the aliens. He was going to expose the secret government. He dies. Then that happens.
Yeah.
What's that tell you?
It's just distracted because also he fucking did. They did a thing to where it was two meetings basically. The first meeting of space, quote unquote, that was the set. That was the footage that we've seen of them landing. You know, like when the UFO or when the astronauts land on the moon, and then for some reason there's a fucking camera already there.
Yeah, that's no. They went once.
They would,
and then that one is the second time. That one's fake. Or might be fake, I should say.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying the other time they went there, that was when they made the deal.
I heard that the deal was made after Roswell happened.
With Eisenhower?
With Eisenhower.
But I heard that we definitely had like some kind of conversation with
But the moon was after that, so...
Yeah.
Even if we did meet something up there...
It was probably waiting to meet us.
It was probably waiting to meet us.
Yeah.
Or it was the same thing as before, but they're just
still,
like, hey...
Yeah. But still with Eisenhower and shit.
That's probably why the real astronauts who went there are still alive. I believe Armstrong really went to space and went to the moon.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I don't think that footage is real.
There's actually footage of the space. Look up spaceship Challenger conspiracy theory. There's
this is a tough one because if this theory is wrong, it's a shitty one to talk about.
Yeah,
because it's about real people.
It's about real people, and we're not trying to be insensitive or nothing.
But there are real people alive with the same names and professions as the people who died on the Challenger. Who look the same name, same profession.
And the whole thing is that
and they're
it's
like
a
teacher or something now.
Yeah,
some small time thing that they wouldn't be recognized.
Yeah,
they're
like teachers at colleges and shit like that, and like professors somewhere.
And it's also colleges who are pushing the communist thing.
Yeah, it's also colleges that are doing that.
So what does that tell you?
So they could have it could have been a psyop and could have faked it. I think that's totally possible, but who's to say unless we see more light of it.
Yeah, I'm not sold 100%, but
yeah,
I will say
I want to do some more digging.
I think we've been to the moon. I think those astronauts really did go to the moon, but I think the moon landing footage is 100% fake.
Yeah.
And I think they didn't find anything new up there because they'd be dead. They found the same aliens we talked to already, I promise you. They went up there and saw that they were waiting up there and was like, oh, that's what's going on. Okay. And then went back home and then made their little fucking movie.
Dude, the fact that there's so many types of aliens now that we're barely even discovering
but we don't know for sure about any of them.
Well, yeah, and I know we don't know for sure, but just from what we've been hearing, word of mouth and shit.
I think that there's probably grays. I'm not going to try to explain what they are because I know there's multiple theories androids, whatever. I'm not going to go into that. But what I will say, I think there are grays. I think the stories about grays are probably true. I don't think they're all fake. Even if one of them's true, that means there was a fucking gray there.
Yeah, that means there was a gray.
There was a real gray there.
That one that landed in, oh my god, that South African place.
No, it was East Africa, right?
Yeah.
Because they were I don't know, there's white kids there.
Well, I don't know where it was, but it was a story in that area where a group of kids saw a fucking UFO land.
It landed, and they all told the same story. They all drew pictures about it. The staff told the story, and they were grays.
The kids interacted with it, and they were grays in little jumpsuits.
Well, we don't know for certain what kinds of aliens there are. We do know for certain what kinds of UFOs there are.
Yeah.
There's the triangles, the saucers, the pills.
Dude, did you see the video I posted? They're saying that they could be as small as a fucking Tic Tac.
I heard about that.
Oh my god. Or as small as a pin.
Yeah, that's crazy though. I wonder if that's true. I guess maybe it'd be possible if they do anything else. I think
it was from an engineer who worked on them, or a guy who... I got to see the video again.
Speaking of people like that, Bob Lazar, I think he's telling the truth.
I think Bob Lazar is telling the truth.
If you don't know about him,
115.
Sorry, but if you don't know about him, look him up. I think he's telling the truth. I think that there's reality of this alien stuff. So, what alien races do you think have you heard about? Which ones do you 100% think for certain there are? Not the ones you've just heard about, but the ones you think for sure are real.
I think the Greys are real, and I think I don't know. What could you help me refresh?
Well, I don't know any other kinds.
I know the Greys. So these are ones that I had a little book in my library when I was in middle school, and it had books on depictions, and there was ones that were tiny, 3 foot by 4 foot, and they had little jumpsuits on, and they had little 2 little fangs, their mouth was always open, little bat snouts and little eyes, and they were a light pukey green. And then there were the Greys, and then there were these ones that looked like these big cylinders with tentacle arms, kind of the robots from Fallout 4.
Okay.
Like Codswallop. But it looked like that, but it's a big thing that has tentacle arms and shit like that. And people reported going up into ships and seeing those. And then there's one with just like one eye.
I don't know anything. I'm about to do some research. I don't know anything about that. I know about greys. I know that I don't know if mermaids are aliens, but there's something there.
Oh, dude, that fucking can we talk about that TikToker guy?
Yeah, in a second. We're going to that all the way, but I don't think they're aliens, but there's something there.
With the mermaids?
Yeah, I think
it's otherworldly for sure. Why are they fucking down there?
Maybe they're just from there.
Well, we got UAPs too.
Well, they're just throwing words around to confuse the people who follow UFO stuff.
Yeah.
UAPs are just UFOs.
Well, we got underwater UFOs and shit like that.
But I think we've had that for a long time. I think we've seen that.
Could you think that in the mermaids like a thing?
I think
real?
I think there could be some connection there. I think that's possible. I think it's like a 50-50 shot.
You think so?
They're either from here and have been here the whole time, or they're related to the aliens. I think octopus are aliens. I don't think they're the same, but I think they are.
Yeah, octopuses are strange because they don't match anything that we got from here. That's what I've always been told and I've seen.
I've heard that we are aliens. If we are, that goes really far back because we've been on this planet for a real long fucking time. Yeah. We're only finding that out recently, but we've been here for a long fucking time.
300,000 years to 800,000.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's probably been a long time.
Well, the world's like
billions of years.
Billions of years.
Yeah,
old.
We've probably been around for longer than we think.
Yeah.
But I think that they probably are from here. There could be aliens. I saw something in the woods once. I don't know if it's alien or something from here.
You want to tell that story? Or no?
Yeah, I'll tell that story. So, for context, this happened when I was young. It was a long time ago. But I wasn't a kid on drugs. And I don't have any mental disabilities. This was real. And I had somebody with me the first time. I had 4 people with me the second time. There was 2 times we saw this. First time, me and my best friend at the time. It's too bad he's not around anymore, but he lives in a different state. We are walking in the woods near our trailer park. And there's a clear trail. It's been there for years. Trailer park's been there for years. This is not a very big patch of woods at all. This was the strangest thing to me. Tiny patch of woods. We're walking up this trail, and there is a clear, big-ass opening on the trail. Before we even make it to the opening, I start to notice it gets foggy. Dead serious. And I even tell him, I say, hey, is it looking foggy to you? I don't remember what he says now, but we keep going anyway, because I wasn't scared. I wasn't worried about it. We step into the clearing, and we look right at it. And the only way I can describe it, because I can only say this, I'm looking at it right now. It was like, its skin, its whole entire body was like trash bag texture. But it was like it was like a tall creature. It had a long pointed head. It had long limbs, long like fingers and like feet, and its feet were like V-shaped feet. That's an important detail because I found footprints in those woods. I took pictures of my phone that went missing. I don't know if the phone went missing for some sketchy reason or if my dad just sold it, which is totally possible.
Your dad sold a lot of your shit.
He sold a lot of my shit, but I had pictures of those footprints on my phone, and they were the same feet. But we walked into the clearing, we looked directly at it, and it faces directly at us, and I could feel it. And then it bolts to my right, which would be to its left, over a creek, up a hill in seconds. The second it starts going, me and my buddy, we fucking go, and I'm watching it as I'm running to make sure it's not chasing us, which it wasn't. We leave, and it affected us for a long time. He didn't even leave the house for a long time, and we remembered it clearly, clear as day. There was one day we had 2 friends over. They were siblings. We were at my buddy's trailer. We're playing video games. We decide to go out in the woods, hang out. Not in the woods because my buddy was scared to go in the woods at the time. I'm calling you out. You're being a pussy. Fuck you. We go to the basketball court, and I'm like, I gotta go in there. I gotta look. Because I had been in there since to look, and that's when I found the pictures. But I was like, guys, it's nighttime. There's 4 of us. We have got to go in there. I go in a little bit, and I hear them just out there. They're clearly not coming to the woods with me. I'm not going there by my fucking self. You're crazy. I leave the woods. So there's a fence, basketball court, and then a bunch of grass, and then a pool, and then the road, which goes up a sharp incline. I'm leaving, walking around the fence, and they start screaming and running. Obviously, I just go too, because I'm way behind them at this point. I look back. It is clearing the fence. It's jumping over the fence. I can't even look. I run. Next time I look back, we're going halfway up that road. It reaches out to my friend's leg. Doesn't grab him. We keep going up the road. It stops and leaves. We get back to his trailer. He has a fucking cut on his leg. It wasn't deep, but it was there. You could argue it was from thorns or something, but it was there.
Something reached for that leg, dude.
His pants didn't have a tear in them.
What the fuck?
He could have had that cut earlier in the day.
Yeah, if he
He
had that
said
cut
he
earlier in
didn't
the
know.
day.
He could have been lying to dramatize the story. Sure, I don't think he was. I don't think he had that cut. But he had that cut at the end of the night.
That's fucking scary, dude.
And we never saw it again. And I looked and looked and looked. Never saw it again.
Sorry, I'm not trying to yawn.
No, you're tired, aren't you?
A little bit.
Alright, let's wrap it up then. It's been an hour.
Yeah, that was the first episode. Your closing thoughts, man?
I don't know. I think I think a lot of conspiracies are coming out to be true. Just look into it a little bit. I think Joe Biden was a huge, huge scam. I think that Joe Biden I think you guys should really look into him and his intentions. And then look at things like Pfizer and Ukraine. Oh, yeah. That devil worship concert was sponsored by Pfizer, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Forgot that tidbit. Funny.
And also, Biden, unprovoked, recently said...
Yeah, we gotta mention this.
Some lady asked him, what do you think about defunding the police? And he's like, I don't think about defunding the police, and went on a whole spiel about that. And then he just out of nowhere, unprovoked, nobody even mentioned the shit.
Nobody mentioned any of these trigger words that is about to come out of his mouth.
And he goes, some Republicans say that Democrats suck the blood out of babies. And then,
this woman never mentioned this to him.
No.
Nothing came up. He just said that.
And then she's like, oh, well, do some Democrats suck the blood of babies? And he just walks away all mad.
He just walks away. What the fuck? What the hell? Come on.
And, like, that's, like, we're not trying to be, like, conspiracy theorists, guys, but, like, dude,
yeah,
like,
just look
into it. It's anti-human, it's globalism.
Yeah.
And it's not good because they're trying to they say that with the World Economic Forum, if you vote for that, then fucking, they say that in like, 3 years, you're going to own nothing and you're going to like it and be happy about owning nothing.
Final closing thoughts. Look into Joe Biden, his intentions, his history.
Don't trust your government.
When you look him up, then look into his connections. Look at the World Economic Forum. Look into Ukraine. Look into Pfizer. Look into Obama.
Look into all the pictures him and Justin Trudeau separately have images of them with pedophiles.
And then look at Justin Trudeau.
And look at Justin Trudeau.
Look at fucking the Jeffrey Epstein list.
Yeah.
It's all connected. I don't want to say it all because it's so obvious. You do a little bit of research and you'll find all this shit out.
Yeah, you do one, 5-minute research, you're going to find the rabbit hole, and it's fucking deep and dark.
All of these people are connected. And all of these people are connected to Jeffrey Epstein. We know what he did. And they run the world.
All of these celebrities that you think are cool and stuff like that, if they come out to be the list, do not be biased. Do not choose their side. Fucking shame these fucking creeps. Shame these people for hurting our nation's youth.
Yeah, do not defend them. If they are on the list, they went to the island. They didn't go there for fucking margaritas.
Yeah. You go to the island for one thing, and that's power, and that's fucking, ammo to use against you later, which means you did something horrible to a child on camera.
Do not defend them.
Do not defend them.
The only person on that list who you can even kind of defend is Donald Trump because he was calling... He
wasn't on the list.
Well, because he's been there. But the thing is, he was calling Epstein out as early as 2000.
Yeah.
He was calling Epstein out. So even if he was on the list...
I thought he never went to the island, though.
Well, I know his name has been on those lists before, which means he's been there.
Oh, that sucks, though.
But the thing is, he may have only been there once and then saw what happened.
And if he did do it, call him out for it.
But the thing is...
If it comes out that happened...
He's been talking about this since we were fucking in diapers. Yeah. So there's some... Even if he was on the list... He's the only person you can take side on that. Anyone else who's only on the list, you cannot defend them. You can't. I'm sorry. Even if they're your favorite. There's plenty of celebrities and musicians I can't enjoy anymore because it's real. If they're on the list, they did that. It's real.
The Weeknd just got ruined for you.
With his devil worship shit.
The whole Satan flash images in the back. And it actually says Satan in the background.
Yeah, his newest concert, it's not even hidden. It just says it. It's fire, Satan. Why?
Don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Probably sponsored by Pfizer.
Probably sponsored by Pfizer.
With the triple jab.
This podcast is sponsored by Pfizer.
Alright, well, you wrap it up then?
Anything else?
That was it. That was my final thoughts.
Thank you guys for listening. This should be up Monday.
Hopefully, yeah.
March 20th.
I mean, these are pretty easy to edit. It's Sunday right now, so...
Yeah, so I can just fucking slap a thumbnail on this if I can get it done. Oh, thank you. Oh.